Question 2, we have the definite integral of minus 4x dx, and the boundary values are minus 3 to 5. And this is the graph of f of x being equal to minus 4x. Now when we insert the boundary values from minus 3 to 5, we're going to get the corresponding values of f of x, which is the same thing as y. This is our x-axis, of course. This is our y-axis. Now our y is the same thing as f of x, as I've said earlier on. When we insert the lower boundary value of minus 3 into f of x, we're going to have our y or f of x to be equal to 12. And that's why we have this point. When we insert the next boundary value of minus 2 into f of x, we're going to have the value of y to be equal to 8. Then minus 1 multiplied by minus 4 will give us positive 4. Then 0 multiplied by minus 4 will give us 0, and so on and so forth. When you insert all these boundary values, you're going to get the corresponding values of y, which will give you a linear graph. Now we have two regions bounded by x-axis and the curve. The first region up here is the positive region. And why is it positive? Because it is the area that is bounded above the x-axis, above the x-axis. This is the x-axis, above the x-axis, and then below the f of x. So it is positive. This is negative. Why? Because it is the region that is bounded below the x-axis and above the f of x. So it gives us negative area. And our net area, to calculate our net area, we have our net area to be equal to positive area minus negative area. Positive area minus negative area. To get our positive area, we use half times base times height, which is the area of a triangle, because this is a right-angled triangle. So we have it as half times our base. Our base gives us, this is 1, 2, 3. Our base will be 3 multiplied by the height. Our height in this case is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We have our height to be equal to 12. Now 2 can go into 1s, 2 can go in 12, 6 times. So we have our positive area to be equal to 3 times 6, which will give us 18. This is the positive area giving us 18. Now to the negative area, on the other hand, the negative area, we have a minus to be equal to half times base times height. Half times base times height, which is half times the base. The base is 1, from 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our base is 5 times the height. Our height, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. The height is 20. So we have 20. 2 here will give us 1. 2 into 20 will give us 10. So we multiply as 5 times 10, which is equal to 50 units. Now our net area, the net area, which is represented as A, is equal to 18, that is 18 minus 50. Now, which will give us minus 32, which will give us minus 32 as the area of the definite integral. The area of the definite integral. If you substitute, if you integrate minus 4x dx from minus 3 to 5 and insert the boundary values of minus 3 to 5, you're going to have minus 32. Minus 32.